Welcome back, guys. Today, we start the wiring. Yay! On this car, I'm using part of the original, or an original 1992 GM van wiring harness. I got some of it hooked up here, got my O2 sensor there. And right now we're kind of running it through the window, but we're going to have to cut a hole in the firewall for the firewall connector there. So we got all wiring diagrams from the factory. On the other side where the computer is, that goes through a convenient hole in the cowl, goes down to where I've got that hooked up there. And for wiring AC, everything except for just running the engine, we're going to be using this. This is got from Amazon. This is a cheap aftermarket kind of wiring harness. So what we've got to do left is we've got to take this big tangled mess here, and we've got to pull out everything we're not going to use. So there's all kinds of stuff here for anti-lock braking, for lighting, for power windows, all kinds of stuff we've got to pull out. So I've X'd some of those wires which I've traced through that I know I don't need. That's the DRAC module that I need for the transmission. But all of this stuff here, I think that's that's wipers. So yeah, it's like I say, I've marked everything off. I'll cut that all off and see where we end up with this thinned out a bit. Well, this is what I got left, basically from the ignition switch to fuse box, and then out to the engine compartment. The only things I got left are this, which is the speed sensor, which I need to run the transmission. This, I don't know what this is. I've cut off all the wires except for one, so it's probably not doing anything. I'm probably gonna get rid of that. And I think this is an ODB port, which most of the wires were cut off before I got it, so I'll probably pull those out too. Anyhow, it's way smaller. I've got a lot of these cut off, which we're gonna have to get the pins out to get these removed. Well, not that one. That's a loop. But the cut off ones, we're gonna have to pin those out and then figure out what fuses we need. All right. Spent some time today going through the harness, getting rid of all the additional little connectors that we didn't know what they were, or we knew what they were, we had to get rid of them. I think I've got this pretty much down to the bare bones now to run it, I think. There's probably some additional stuff, but I've taken out a ton of wire. And yeah, it still needs cleaning up. There's a couple of things like this, which I'm pretty sure is the main power to the ABS. But if that's a switched power, that's a nice hefty line there. We might use that for something else. We got to do a lot of grounds. I did put one ground in. That's for my battery. My battery's going to sit sort of there under the fender. So I've got that to the motor, and then I made a couple other grounds here from the motor back to the frame. I haven't done grounds to the body yet, but we will have to do all the grounds. This one here, I got almost all of them figured out and pulled. The only one left goes to the ODB2 or ODB port over there. But if we can't plug this into something, there's probably not much point it being there. So I still gotta get one of those pin out tools to get these all out, and all out of here to clean up the fuse box. Other than that, I think it's good enough for a day. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe, like, comment below.